Me and Bob had been married for 27 years, and then he left the army and went to work in Yemen. The Foreign Office phoned home. All they could say was, Bob's been kidnapped.
The lads from the Yorkshire Regiment were going for a live firing range. The rounds come through the wall, and I was the other side of the wall. I took 6 rounds to my right leg and then 1 to my shoulder. A surgeon stepped in and told me that if I didn't have my leg amputated, I wouldn't last another day.
On my first tour of Afghanistan, not long after my 19th birthday, I stood on a landmine, which resulted in the loss of my leg.
My earnings weren't enough to cover our outgoings. The only option we had was really to sell the house.
Coming out of hospital, there was a lot of things I couldn't do with my children. I couldn't pick them up and get them in and out of the bath. I couldn't really sort of sit with them, and I couldn't even carry my own body weight up the stairs.
Being in uniform and being in that environment was all I'd ever really known. And to start to revisit what I wanted to do in my life.
My dad wrote letters to the Soldiers' Charity, and they emailed me back and said they would give us help to pay the mortgage off. Within a week, we had the money. It was really fast and really supportive.
I have a ramp up to the front door, a wet room. Within 24 hours, I had the okay to go and pick a wheelchair. The charity helping to fund those things gave me some independence back.
When I first got into contact with the Poppy Factory, they enrolled me on the Get You Back to Work scheme, which is supported by the Soldiers' Charity. I was assigned a mentor called Pete. Pete put me forward for an opportunity. I'm working for an organisation called the School of Military, writing mentoring programmes and working directly with the young people.
Hadia, who's getting the tyre from your team? Okay, so you can put the tyre down.
If the Soldiers' Charity hadn't helped, we would have just been homeless, really. It feels like you've got a big weight lifted off your shoulders.
I decided to start strongman training just because I wanted to get back a little bit of self-confidence, I suppose. Having a wheelchair then gave me the platform to be able to train the Atlas Stones. I've won the Arnold Classic, Britain's Strongest and England's Strongest.
My initial role when I came on was to look after just the east side of Manchester. 2 weeks ago, I got offered a promotion to take over all 10 boroughs of Manchester. 5 years ago, what I thought that I could go on to achieve was a million miles away from what I believe that I've achieved now. I don't think there is really a ceiling.
I wouldn't be wrong in saying that nobody thought that Bob would come home alive. So it came as a complete surprise when the phone call came to say he's been released. I think we just all cried.
Without the charity, I mean, I don't know how Sally would have coped.
I think the fact that the charity helped us as a
yeah.
family, isn't it?
Yeah,
Even though you weren't in the army at the time.
And I'll be eternally grateful.
The Soldiers' Charity have changed our lives for the better.
They can open a lot of doors for you that just wouldn't be open to us.
They look after you as a family, not just the individual.